Okay, let's go. Yeah. All right, so where was I? So when I left off in the last stream, I had some issues with the arms were all twisted and the legs were all twisted and whatever. And it turns out I was using a old rig. So I just updated my rig and just grabbed a fresh one and then did that same thing I did before. I reattached the bones. So everything worked good. And this one I also made a little bit of small edits to the body shape. This was the original body shape and this is what I added. So this kind of fits a little bit longer or a little bit more in line with the way the Tekken characters are set up right now. I did some manual weighting to her feet. And right now I have it so she doesn't really have a bend in her toe, but it's just straight. And for the most part, I think that's just going to work fine. The biggest task that I'm going to run into with this is going to be with these materials. There's a lot of materials on this thing, and I want them to come out looking good, but materials suck. I've been working on her hair. The setup is working out really well. I think I just cooked a batch, so I'm going to go ahead and update it. This is the version I'm on right now. And the cool thing is that now that I have this all set up, I can just update it and then bring it right into here and very quickly turn it into an updated mod. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my updated stuff here. Boom. Oh, I just grabbed the whole folder. And there's no materials on it, so she's still all checkerboarded out. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and turn it into a mod. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead. And wait, I don't know why I did that. I need to take this, put that in here, put the whole folder in there for some reason. I don't know. I'm just gonna delete that folder because, or did I put it in there? Yeah, there it is. Something like that. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at it and see where we're at right now. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to do it as a separate mod or not. I don't know. Oh wait, a customizable mod. I would like to make customizable. I might, if I wanted to, I would probably do my own version of it. Just so I have a little bit more control. Alright, let's see if I made it better or worse. So what was happening, I was getting some hair over the shoulder, so I messed with the constraints a little bit. I'll kind of, if they work out, I'll kind of show you what. I guess I'll talk about it anyways. Right, here we go. I've got some clipping, which is fine because I'm okay with the moment. I don't like that it flips up so high, and I don't like that cross right there. See, I don't like how it stutters. So I think I'm going to have to reduce some of the constraints on this part. I don't know, my mouse doesn't show up. So the part that goes right over her shoulder, I want that to drop down more, and it's not doing it. But in the last video, her legs and her arms were all twisted. Now it seems to be working out just fine. There we go. I'm looking for moves that like spin, so I kind of see how the hair moves. And the hair's not really going in front too often, which is what I'm looking for. But that sticking out like that is not, it's not where it's at. I don't like that. So I'm gonna have to fix that. But overall, I'm getting minimal movement, and that's what I want, right? I don't want. This is all I was trying to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to tone that up a little bit. Yeah. So let's take a look at that real quick. So if I go into here, let's go ahead and take a look at it. And I think I messed with the constraints on this one. Let me see. So I'm gonna look at it from the left. And it's this one that, like, right here. So when she, like, bends forward, this one, I believe, is the one I have to fix. Constraints here. Yeah, I think this one's fine, but this one I need to move. So I'm gonna try to put this back to a neutral spot. It should fall down a little bit easier. Whereas if I had it where I had it before, it kind of sticks out. See how it kind of fights and stays there. So let's go ahead and move this back. And I also upped the constraints. So I'm gonna turn the constraints down to, like, I will say 100. And this is the stiffness for the soft constraints. So one of the things that you want to know whenever you're dealing with your physics side, since nobody really talks about it, especially since this is an old system, and I don't know if this carries over into the new one. But when you have your stiffness, when you're using the limited, you can also use the these. And it says, I think, does it say here? No, but use the soft constraints and such in tandem with this, and they're kind of like additional, like, leave and give, so things aren't just like stiff boards, but you can make them. You could take this hard soft restraints off and make it very hard. Like, for example, if I turn that off, let's say I turn this like this, it should stick that out, and you can see it's very stiff. It doesn't want to give at all, right? It just wants to stick out there like that. In some cases, that's what you want. We turn this back on. We set it up. You can see how it bounces, right? When I pull it, it kind of like bounces. It has some give to it, and then it pulls itself back to where it is. So I'm gonna put this back to starting point, and I should give it a little bit more freedom. The thing is, I don't want it moving back and forth too high. Let's see. All right, so the swing to motion is back and forth. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna try it like that. Just leave it for now. Let me see what these other ones are set at. These are all set at 45 or 10. So this, I've got the side to side motion, I believe. Or is it the back and forth? Yeah, the side to side motion I have limited to like 10, so it's not gonna move too much, but it's gonna be expanded across that, right? So if it moves 10 degrees one way, the next one can move an additional 10 degrees, an additional 10 degrees. So you don't need it to be 45 degrees where it can just swing all crazy. You can keep it pretty tight together. And sometimes what I'll do, depending on this type of hairstyle, is gradually spread that out, right? So that real close to, say, a break, it's not going to spread very far. I'll keep the angle to something small, like 1, 2, like between 1 and 5. And then as I move out further, I can let it kind of fan out a little bit more, you know what I mean? But you don't really have to do it too much, because it's exponential, right? It's going to compound on itself. So when you're doing your physics chains and things of that nature, you can kind of use that as your setup. I also made sure I put arms in this one. So looking from the front, I added a piece for the arms, and I don't know why this one is down. Let me move this up. And I'm experimenting with placement. I'm trying to put the since this is the pivot point, and these have like a ball area to them. Where did my mouse go? My mouse just kind of like disappeared. Because they have kind of like a ball edge to them, or they're like the selves. I'm gonna try to use that as like the rounded aspect, but I don't think I have anything for her upper chest, really. So I think what I'm gonna do to kind of prevent more stuff from going in is I'm gonna just pull this up a little bit higher, and maybe a little bit back. See what that does. Okay, that seems to be fine. That should help keep these strings and these chains from like sliding in between these two, but they still might, because when this arm goes down, there's probably going to be a space here. So putting like a little shoulder ball here actually might be a good idea as well. So let me do that. It's her shoulder. We'll add a new body, and I'm just going to put in, yeah, we'll put in a self. Put a shoulder there. New shoulder here. Go ahead, just limit it to just those. And I'm going to take the arm. I'm just going to copy these properties, copy them onto the shoulder ones real quick. And they're way too big, of course, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink these down. Something small, like this. Move this to shoulder. And they're already set to kinematic. And it shouldn't really do too much. See how this comes up? What I don't want is this. Right? See how everything's like pulling back? That's kind of what I want. I don't want it to get stuck on the other side. So the soft constraint allows it to move there, but then it also is like, get back home. See, and it's trying to pull it back. So it can still get caught up. And maybe what I want to do is, okay, I'm going to try this. So I have these arm pieces, right? And these arm pieces are mainly set to keep these top parts from moving. That's what I want to block. But the rest of it, I'm fine with. I don't care. Those can clip all they want to, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to just highlight. Let's see. I want all the ones from this part down. It's hard to see, so let's switch this. Will let me. Come on. Let's see, wireframe. All right, so we're gonna grab that, and then I'm gonna grab these two as well, and I'm gonna set these all to be collisions off. So now when these go up, this part can get caught up there. These other parts aren't, they shouldn't really get caught up there. Let's go back to the left. Try to get out of there. And I use convex for the lower hip, which I think I'm going to switch out. So all of these lower ones, I'm going to keep the leg pieces in, but we're going to get rid of the cheeks. And all of these hip pieces. But I'm going to keep the hamstrings where they are, because I actually like the way they came out. And we'll get rid of the hip like that. So, oops. Okay, so let's delete those. And I'm just gonna put a ball. Oh, I'll probably put a self there. And I guess if I want, I could try to give her some booty physics. I don't know. I haven't done it in a while. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see. Go down here. But I don't really want those to be like the main physics. So let's see. I wish it was like a search option. All right. So it's these ones here. Do bodies. I'm just gonna make these circles, spheres. Okay. Cool. All right, and if I just let it go, look at that, booty's all crazy. And let's make some adjustments. So let's I'll do my basic adjustment here. Well, they're circles, so they're just gonna be where they are. Set it to the center. And so this is where that bone starts. So that's why it's over here. But this is the area where the weights are sitting that are on the mesh. So kind of put it there. I don't understand the logic of Unreal's placement. Sometimes it works out really well. Sometimes it's kind of crazy. So I'm going to try to maybe stick this out here and see how this looks. So this kind of like drops down. And let me see if I can move this hair out of the way temporarily. Let's go to constraints and let's just gotta remember to move it back. Let's move it like all the way up. There we go. Ah. Okay, cool. All right. Now we've got some overall booty movement. And it's not really controlling it the way I want it to. Let's turn gravity off for these two. Well, let's turn off. I'm gonna turn off. I'll keep these to limited. Let's change all of these down to something small, like we'll say this to the 0.0001. And so it's going to be around this area. It's not a lot of movement. And that's kind of what I want, but I don't want, look at that, it's all crazy. I don't want going way. Just want a little bit. I don't like that, like how that pulls that area out. So let's see about upping the stiffness to about 200. Shit. Can't really see it a lot. Just a little bit of jiggle. But the natural forces, I really don't like that. I might actually have to go back in and reweight these. Let's turn the damping up a little bit for movement. Move it up, I don't know, something not too crazy, maybe like 10. That's just gonna like cause resistance in how it what is being applied. So add a little bit more there. Let's go ahead and I'm not gonna mess with any weights or anything. Let's add. There's my gravity button. Okay, gravity, we'll turn that off. But now they're all bouncy and wobbly everywhere. We don't really want either. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of like, nah. So maybe I just need to up the overall dampening. We'll say this would be like 12. There we go. So we got some movement, but it's nothing crazy. When she moves a lot, we'll have some movement. I'm not getting that pull to the other side like I was before. Just want something small and subtle. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and fix this constraint. Which one was it? This one? There we go, this one. Move this down like that. And I'm moving it so it's not centered because I kind of want it to kind of like end around here, but have a little bit of give so it looks natural. And I might even give it just a little bit more. Yeah, we'll see how that works. And I think this one needed a little bit more give. No, I kind of give it back to it. Give this one a tiny bit more give. Okay, and so these ones are all in the same boat. So let's make sure I've got those ones set as well. These ones have a lot of give, so I'm going to switch the give down. Where do I have it at 20, I think? Yeah, 20. So we're gonna switch these both to 20. Move them. So they're all together. All right, that should help out a little bit. Now these side ones are also more controlled by the center one. So the way I have the chain set up, but that should be decent enough right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and cook it for now. All right, as I go back in to take a look at how I'm gonna handle this mess. So I'm gonna hit file, save that section, and then I'm gonna move into, I'll go ahead and save another copy that's in like the next version, right? So I'm at, which you wanna see. All right, let's go. Okay, so it is time to work with the materials. Yikes, this is gonna be rough. I can start with like a basic material run, but I'm pretty sure this hair is gonna need something special. And I can decide how I want to do it. So, for the most part, none of these materials are I need like a two-sided for them. We'll see about the hair, but for everything else, maybe the eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how well I can just break all of this down. So I'm going to hit join that back together. Alt H. And let's do just a generic join. Clean up, merge by distance. And 1,000 verts done. Let's see, did that mess anything up? Did anything get jacked looking? Well, I think, hold up, let's see, did her necklace get messed up? I think I messed up her necklace earlier somehow. Yes, her necklace needs to get fixed. So I'm gonna click on that. Oops, let me click on them. Right, where is the necklace stuff? Yeah, her necklace got all messed up. So what I might end up doing is taking the necklace pieces off. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and Is everything back to one piece? It is, except for the hair. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go into here and let's go. We'll do this again. I don't think that's gonna hurt it. And I'm gonna go ahead and separate by materials. And I probably should move this off, but so we've got it. Let's make this the hair. Say Nicki hair. And I thought there was a full body in here somewhere. Or is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. It says body version 1. Okay, so materials are kind of spread out all over the place, but let's get the body pieces together at least. So this is the body. Any part that's actual flesh, I'm going to try to keep together. Okay, so I want this part. I just hit it for a second. Actually, before I hide it, let's go ahead and name it stockings. Oops, so good. The main parts of her body. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna hit H to make sure that's all the body pieces. Which it looks like it's almost all of it. I messed up this section here. So let's add that part too. And that should be all of her body, and she looks all funky, which is fine. But let's go ahead and just join that. We'll call this Nicki Mod body. Alright, cool. So if I want to, I can hide that. Now we've got our clothes. And that's easy enough. So we'll just call this, oops. Clothing. Hide that. This is our hair, we already have that. And so we've got all of this stuff down here. Got these metal pieces. And it looks like super shiny. But let's grab all of this. And we'll go ahead and join that. And we're going to call this part lower. For lower accessories. Now this one's a little bit crazy because these are all kind of like joined together. So I kind of want to separate them a little bit differently. Look, her jaw got messed up a little bit. I was moving her head around. That's okay for now. Alright, so I'm gonna join these for now. And look, see that that necklace got all messed up. So I might have to grab that necklace piece from the original later and get that fixed. But for the hands and stuff, it's gonna be a little bit harder because they're all weighted to that part. So we're gonna separate this section. Just make sure I got it all. Yep. So separate selection. Let's name this and then bracelets. And then we've got our teeth, our eye stuff. And for now, we're gonna join all that. This would be like base parts. All right, cool. And then switch to a lasso. Kind of. All right, because I'm gonna make these. I'll probably end up giving physics to these at some point. So separate selection. This will be earrings. And what is this? Oh shoot, I've got shoes down here. Okay, so that's gonna put everything, should make it a little bit easier to figure out how I want to do it. I don't mind doing materials in this smaller amount. So when you have a crap ton of materials like I had before, it kind of sucks. Another thing to note is that whenever I bring this into Unreal, I'm gonna want to I don't know what I want to say, but whatever. Let's start with something easy. So let's do her outfit. So I'm just gonna hit backspace to isolate her outfit, and let's see what kind of UVs we're working with here. So go into UV editor, to edit mode, hit A, and for the most part, it's pretty simple. I don't think I really got to change much. It looks like, I think this is all just one piece in and of itself, right? There's only one material on here. I think this one's good to go. I don't need to make any changes really. Say okay. Yeah. So what's happening is this is a repeating. So basically this is in the same spot. So if I were to click on this and then move it over one, it should, oops, let's turn off, move it over one, right? Set it up to -1. It overlaps. And the reason why you would do that is so that when you actually bake, you don't have anything overlapping. And so that this area will actually take the same data that's here, but you won't have to deal with it trying to paint a picture or draw something over top of it. So that works out pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that part. Let's take a look at her body. Her body's most likely gonna be a little bit more complex. So we'll go in here, we'll go to edit mode, and we've got all of these things overlapping each other. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to UV, and I'll make a new UV map, and it'll just duplicate the map, right? And I'm gonna just do, I'm just gonna pack it and just see what happens. We're gonna go ahead and pack the islands. Look here. And we'll just keep it all normal. All right, there we go. So it just packs everything here. It's got the face there. Normally I try to keep the face by itself so I can get more detail. In fact, actually, I think I might go back and do that. Let's skip the face. So I'm gonna find that face map, and I'm gonna go ahead and separate that. Separate stuff. Okay. We'll keep. So this will be. Call this underscore. That way I don't lose any detail in the face, and the face is already going to have probably decent maps already set to it, so I don't want to mess that up. All right, so let's go back into here, and let's go ahead and pack this. All right, so there we go. So everything's packed in this one, and it looks pretty good. It's a little bit close, but that's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use text tools to go ahead and make this all together. And I want, so if I look at this is the original maps. I won't be able to use the original maps anymore, so I need new maps. So usually I'll do, let's do a pretty high quality. We'll do 2K for now. And let's see how this all bakes in the first place. So we'll just do a color map. And I think there's stuff out there. Okay, so I did a color map and I got nothing. Right, which is not a good sign. I don't like that. So let me go into the shader editor and try to see if I can figure out what's happening. Let me go ahead and remove any unwanted materials. And I don't have any. All right, so I'm getting this error and I'm not sure exactly why. Let's see. Let's go back in the UV editor. Now if I do diffuse, let's see what happens. All right, so if I do diffuse, I get all the color stuff, right? But I don't want to have to do diffuse, right? So I got to figure out why this might not be working the way I want to. And I'm working on creating a new shader, and it might just be the shaders acting up. I'm not sure. Now if I unplug this, right? Wait, what did that do? Oh, okay. Ooh, the mouth box got all messed up. Since her mouth isn't open, you can't really see it. But I would definitely have to fix that. I think it just needs to get moved back. And that kind of acts like her throat back there. But regardless, so when she opens her mouth, there's something inside of her mouth. But why is this not working here? Let's see, what could be the problem? Let's see what happens if I plug this one. Actually, let's try to find a bigger part. Okay. Okay, cool. So if I unplug this, you'll see that whole neck area is being crazy. But it should work, right? This should be working. So I'm going to try one trick that I've done in the past, and that's just, first let's see what type of, or it's opaque, that's fine. I'm going to hit Shift A, search, principal BDSDF. And I'll unplug this. I'll plug this one in here. And sometimes just switching, getting a fresh BSDF will work. Alright, I mean everything is default anyways, it looks like. Alright, so if I just take these pieces and move them here. And now I want to see if okay, so now I got all black. Why would it do that? Let me see if it's the channel packed version. Let's try just straight. There's a fix to this. I just cannot remember for the life of me what it is. And every time it happens, I have to go back and refigure out what it is. So I'm going to put these all back in for now. I might be able to just bypass it for the moment. And now just settle with the diffuse, right? So let's go back to UV editor and let's see the other things that I want. So I want like metallic. I want a metallic map. Okay, that doesn't make any sense either. About a roughness map. Okay, so that one works. Okay, so there's no metallic map, but let's go ahead and save it anyways. Just make its own folder real quick. Okay, so the color map isn't working, so we'll just use a diffuse. And I'm gonna just get a metallic map, get a specular map, even though I don't think I really need one. See if I have any overlaps. I don't think so, not there at least. Nope, no overlaps. Alright, whatever. I think we'll be good with that. Alright, so that gives me my three main ones for that. So we'll switch that to OK. And what will happen is also for the OK one here, because I'm going to want all the maps to be the same, I'm going to just make a copy of that one. I'll just make that the live one. And now for this one, if I switch it, right? All right, so if I switch it over to here, you'll see it doesn't look good at all, right? It looks all crappy. And I don't know why the mouth box is not... Oh, because it's not set up. Oh, wait, no. What did I do with the mouth box? I hit Control Z a bunch of times. I do not know why I lost the color to that thing. So nothing I did there. I must have disconnected a material at some point. All right, this one. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me just do all those again real quick, just to make sure I'm including the mouth box piece, which, to be honest, shouldn't even be in this section. I'm not sure why it is. Probably because the material was set there, but I'm gonna go ahead and separate it anyways. All right, so I'm gonna separate this selection, and I'm gonna add this selection into the teeth section. Join. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and just do a quick read over. I don't like that those are so close, but whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and apply these, right? We'll wait, we'll wait. So these are a bit crazy. So let's go ahead and make a new map. Do I have overlaps? It looks like I got overlaps. Do have some overlaps. Where? How? Okay, so these are overlaps here. What is this? Oh, these sections down here. What is it overlapping? So that was so what I did just there was I redid it, which I don't want to do. Interesting. I'm not sure why these are overlapping or where they're overlapping. So I'm just going to ignore them for now, and hopefully it doesn't become an issue. Let's see if I can do a regular bake with this one. It seems to be a regular bake, but I can't tell for sure. So I'm just gonna go with it. And I'll test it out. I'm not really seeing any artifacts in these areas that say were overlaps, so. Oh, that looks horrible. These pieces. What are these anyways? These might have got messed up because of I don't know. It doesn't look very good though, but I'm gonna go with it for now. And do I have all the pieces? Oh, I think I need an alpha. All right, so whatever. We're gonna go with that for now. And let's do the belt. This is probably gonna be a murder as well. Oof. Oof, this is gonna be bad. Run this one at 4K. Oh, let's go ahead and UV. Oh, did I fix? Let's see, hold on. Before I do that, okay, I made a UV map. Oh, nice. X-ray on. I want to get these pieces out of here. I don't know why they're attached there, but whatever. Grab them and attach them here. Oops. I want to grab these and attach them here. All right, so I'm looking at that. Let's go ahead and pack these islands. All right, now everything is packed up in here. And I don't even know what I'm baking right now. I'm baking an alpha map. Yep, we'll just work with that. Save. Interesting, I did a color map and everything came out gray, which doesn't seem to be accurate. So we'll do a diffuse. There we go. I do not know why. Sometimes the base color one just does not want to work for some reason, and I have no understanding why. At least with this add-on. I think typically you would use a diffuse anyways. And in this case, I'm not making, none of this is my own right now. So I want to make sure I can use all this stuff. So I need to bake all the stuff that was already done. So I can try to keep it as true to form as possible. And ideally, when this is all said and done, I'll be able to take these simplified materials and then apply them to the mesh, and I don't have to do nearly as much. But ultimately, if it was my own project, it would probably be just like this, like with a billion different materials all over it. These normals look a little effed, but you know, we'll have to find out. But I'm gonna say that's a goal for that, right? Save as. I'll take a look here. Got 2, 3. Mark these blocks. Wonder if the shoes, whatever, let's put the shoes and the stockings together. Let's call it shoes. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna use diffuse right off the bat. Actually, I don't need 4K image for the shoes. Oh, and I gotta fix them anyways. So let's go ahead and pay it. Like 2K. I'll go ahead and pack this. Too close. I don't like that. Let's go back to UV back and let's set it to 3. More 0, 1. Yeah. Bam. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It did all the eyelashes. Okay, let's change up this process real quick. So let's get rid of that. Let's take another look at what we're working with. I don't want an individual eyelash. So let's find, okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and all right, so we're gonna move this over, right? Just to get it out of the way. And what else? I've got eyebrows, I think. Let's see what we're going. Ah, man. Okay, so I think I might grab eyebrows and eyelashes. All right, let's grab these ones. So we're going to here. We're going to grab these. I'm going to separate those. Now I'll just use the original ones. Let's name it. Why is it 2 sets of lashes? Okay. This one I should use. Alright, so now let's go into here and let's redo that. So let's do a islands.
try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm back like black track suit with a black top cap. People love to try, people love to lie. People forget, stop, remember that. We done them good, do you remember that? We needed someone, here's the facts. But people love to try, people love to lie. Yeah, this is London, mind the gap. Living life just multitasking. Smile like a horror movie, I'm laughing. Motivated and focused, crafting. Dash something in a break, all your eggs in a basket. Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Please don't try it. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm right. Vibes are here when I am outside. Born for the flows to keep the flows tight. Tell me why they love to lie. Soul is dark, but the mind is bright. Nocturnal, we live for the night. You wanna try, but yeah, not quite. Monster with the bars, yeah, I might bite. If I have to, I tighten up the mic. See me, I'll do it for the likes. Keep it Air Max, yeah, like my nights. Ooh, I like to plan before I strike. But what do they know? Frequency's high, it never gets low. But yeah, what do they know? You're dripping in drama from head to toe. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always?
Ooh,
How about give me that? Give me them good vibes, yeah, and you might
can't
get
even
it
see the
back.
name.
Manifest anything,
Or
go
the
look at
street.
that. No cap, no
I don't know
that balance like a Libra. Never been a diva, never
what
wanna
name
look
that
back
is
either. Focus
associated
on the
with.
future, focus on the ether, focus on the good time, lyrical. Complex like a spider, swim deeper. Jump on the decks, that might will get eat up. Strong flows and make your mind weaker. Mash up the set, then go
But
pop
I have
my
to take a
feet up.
break.
Complex like a spider,
I
swim
have
deeper. Jump on the decks, that might will get eat up. Strong flows and make your mind weaker. Mash up the set, then go pop my danger, 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 wanna step in the repeat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the repeat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the room here. Danger, wanna step in the
break
room
for a
there.
second.
Danger, wanna step in the room here. Grew up in the darkness, grew up in the shadows, carving direction, my lyrical arrows. Cracks are fresh and the style is mad. London town where the gangs are parallel. Yeah, for the Thames we paddle. Yeah, for the grind is too much to handle. These are the trap house calls, hit the bundle. But you spend your money on Nando's. Life is a game like snakes and ladders. Life is just an illusion, madness. Simulation, but nothing matters. All these MCs try like crackers. Piss on flips like old school slammers. They wanna hang but their eyes are daggers. Life is mad and we move with the tide. Fire and flames surrounded by dragons. Danger, 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 warning, danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, wanna step in the beat. Danger, wanna step in the beat. How about give me that? Give me them good vibes, yeah, yeah, but get it back, 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 back. How about give me that? Give me them good vibes, yeah, yeah, but get it back, 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 back. How about give me that? Take your energy, I want mine back, 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 back. Come on. How about give me that? Take your energy, I want mine back, 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 back. Jeez. Danger, 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 wanna step in the repeat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the repeat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the repeat. Danger, wanna step in the repeat. Danger, wanna step in the repeat.